कीर्ति
सर
रिमाइंडेड
रिकॉर्डिंग चालू करिए। हाँ
क्या कर दिया है। चलो यस।
The 10th level of light body. In the 10th level, you begin to manifest avatar abilities. That means you can be exactly where you want, when you want, teleportation, apportation, and manifestation. Come in at this level of light body because you are fully conscious of being one with the source and being everything. When you are all, that is what is not you. You are the universe, creating itself according to your picture of reality. At the 10th level
Here
of light
what
body.
he's saying is when you are all that is.
Yes.
Right? All that is our Aham Brahmasmi or Tattvamasi. All that is Tattvamasi. Right?
Yeah.
What is not you? You are everything. Correct? That is the point he is stressing. Yeah, let's continue. You are?
You are the universe recreating itself according to your pictures of reality. So at the 10th level of light body, you finish the hookups and operate from your vastness, from what we call your God self. You feel connected with everything. There is not a leaf that falls on this planet that you are not aware of, because you are the planetary consciousness. We want you to understand here that this means that this level of perception is all the way
Into the
deepest part of the human consciousness, all the way into the human genetic consciousness. All of this must be integrated all the way back to the physical. No one is going to be out flying around the others now. You need to bring it all back here.
Ethers. Ethers is
now,
basically
yes.
the particles. Yeah. See,
Yes,
that is
you
the
need to bring it all
blueprints.
back.
They are not part of any other blueprint. They are part of the ethereal template. Okay. Yeah.
It's most
You
of
need
it
to bring.
is very self-explanatory. At least this part.
You must complete this. You need to bring it all back here.
Okay.
Correct.
So
now, what is he saying? What is he meaning by that? You need to bring it all here. You are in the highest plane because you are almost equal to source, which means you are in the upper realm of creation where the actual planning is taking place. Yesterday we read about a portion of the mid portion of creativity, the middle layer, which is from the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. All those layers together are the ones which are now converting the pattern of the design, which is from the 12th, 11th and 10th, which is your karmic or your plans that you have to take, the 35 lessons, etc. Those are now getting detailed. That is the 200,000 feet view. You are slowly bringing it down to ground level by shifting it through each of the layers. A bit of more expansion. Sorry, the other way, a bit of more contraction. When I am saying contraction, imagine that the vastness of the plan, which is hitherto scattered, that scatter diagram is being slowly zoomed in. As you are zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, you are getting the clarity of the physical density, where the densest portion is going to be the one that is going to be part of the reality as we experience on this physical plane. Otherwise, it is bits and pieces, fragments that are sitting as multiple patterns, right? Based on the karma, etc., and the lessons that we have to take. One of that lesson could be disease on the body. One of those lessons could be inflictions that we are bringing in. One of those lessons could be in terms of some enemy that we create. All that is part and parcel of the movie that we are going to enact when we come to the physical earth. That is what he is trying to say. You need
Yeah.
to
If I
bring
can,
it all back here. Yes, yes, sir.
if you can slightly put, if I can put it slightly in another way.
Yeah,
So now at the 10th level, you have awareness. You are aware, right? You
correct.
had this reached the state of total awareness. Now, because you are in this body, you are bringing that awareness even at this level.
Exactly.
At this level, in
And
this
exactly.
corporeal state, we are bringing that awareness that we achieved at the 10th. That's what it is.
Excellent. And some of the members in this party who are participating with us here are also members in that unified
Unified.
meditation that we
Yeah.
do,
Unfortunately, I
where
wanted to
we
join. I couldn't.
so
Because no,
it
that
is a
whole week, the whole week we were supposed to do that. I said I'll join that. I didn't realize I had every
sir,
evening
it
I
is
had attended
actually no,
discourse.
it is actually 26 weeks.
I know,
Oh, so
but
you
you had
can
still join, I
even the
suppose.
recording, you can still join it that recording.
Okay, good. What happened, I didn't realize I had a commitment for a discourse the whole week in the evening,
Okay,
4 to 7.
okay.
So I was going away the entire week. Yeah.
No, that's okay. So now people can, those who are doing unified, they will relate that the level of clarity that is available, right? When you try to go to the top floor of a building and look down, you get the complete view. Maybe you need the ability to connect to what is visible by means of your eyesight or binoculars or whatever it is, right? But you have the complete vision. That is why we say the higher self has got the 360-degree view of all your births also. That is available there. Yeah. Yes, Ratna ma'am, we can continue.
So what begins to happen as you hook up with the oversouls is that those double tetrahedrons have exchanged sides, and you are now operating in a unified field. The geometries begin to move in a double helix. Now in a karma game, you only have 2-strand DNA. But in light body, you have a 3-strand or more DNA. So your body forms a 5th-dimensional strand in the center. You begin to build what we call the Merkaba vehicle within your energy structures. Merkaba means chariot in Hebrew.
Okay. Now, here, one thing important, he is talking about 3 or more. There was a time when we talk about the Atlantis civilization, etc. There are the Atlantis is one of the race which has completed its complete course on the Mother Earth, right? And the planet ascended and merged, right? There are 4 races like that which have completed their journey, and we are the 5th race which is now ascending, right? So what he is talking about here is that the DNA could potentially, at the highest level, could be up to 12 strands.
Yes.
And every strand increases your spiritual powers that you have. Okay, so let's go further. And what is he saying? So your body forms a 5th-dimensional strand in the center. This 5th dimension is your emotional body too, which is the lower mental body, right? The thought forms, all those geometry structures. The 5th one is the one that has got all the geometric crystals, right? Which blocks the light from going till you are ready to reach that level. Yesterday we read that. Correct. So this is one very important thing that we need to understand. Okay, let's go further. Now he is talking about the same thing in the 5th dimension. Yeah. The Merkaba, we can continue, ma'am.
So what, going back, like what is that statement means, Chandra sir? Like
Which
previous
one? Which
page.
one?
Previous page.
Which sentence?
So the one we just finished.
Right.
You-
The
Okay.
one you're talking about Hebrew. Hebrew is one of the
No,
languages.
not the Hebrew. So
Okay.
can you go
You
little
begin
up?
to
Can you
build.
go little upwards? Like just
Yeah.
yeah.
So whatever is the plan, that plan has to start being converted into, suppose it was a manufacturing company, right? And every layer has got a function, it has got an input. Imagine the assembly line itself. Between the higher self and the lowest physical level, imagine an assembly level where a portion of the vehicle is getting manufactured, because this body has to get manufactured in line with the coded or DNA encoded defects also have to be built into it, correct?
Yeah. So
Suppose this
what
was a
is that?
car that is being manufactured. Okay. Yeah. So what is that? Here, the plan is now getting converted into what you call semi-assembled components. All those components are getting created. The design for that. Am I making sense, or do we go over it again?
No, I'm just confused with the words here. The geometrics begin to move in a double helix.
No,
And
geometric
the
is we read
the
about
helix.
geometric shapes. Basically, he is referring to geometric shapes.
Geometric shapes of our physical body or
No, not
whole
the physical body. See, these are all the energy patterns. End of the day,
energy. Oh,
geometric
okay,
shapes
got
that
that.
he is referring to is energy patterns.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
And at the fifth level, he is actually creating that finished products of in terms of the patterns, the thought forms, etc. All those forms in a energy patterns is getting created there. That the physical body will then, once it is available within the aura, it will breathe in, breathe out, and the natural manufacturing process that is built into our system in terms of the central nervous system, consisting of the autonomic and the parasympathetic and sympathetic, and all those nervous systems will start working on it. The voluntary, involuntary, all that will take place to create convert all these impressions into the physical structure. Are you with me?
Yes.
Right.
But
So that
uh,
is what he's trying to say.
if I can't explain what she means by double helix is this.
that's
You
right.
must have seen,
The DNA
particularly
structure,
Hippocrates, oath,
like a
etc.
ladder.
The double helix, the two things like that, one comes like this, another comes like this. That is the double helix. That kind of what shall I say? Projects the concept of total health, spiritual health of the body.
Correct.
That's why you must have seen that symbol everywhere, which even the medical
No,
doctors
I will
use
show
that.
that, sir. If I say
Yeah.
DNA,
That's what double helix means.
okay, you see this?
Yeah.
This
Yep.
is how
Yeah.
the DNA is represented. This is the double helix. Going like the pattern, right? This pattern is a rotating pattern.
Yes.
Double helical structure of DNA. This is how it is
And
represented.
perfect helix represents a totally, see, what is the DNA? It consists information of generations. And the whole thing is information. So here, when you reach that level of awareness, this DNA that looks at it shows perfect spiritual health that you're in.
Correct.
That's the shape.
Yeah. Feeling and desire in perfect balance, in other words.
Yes, yep, absolutely, yes. Correct.
Because that is the consciousness.
Mm.
So this book is giving us so much wisdom.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, shall we continue? The Merkaba.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Merkaba is a crystalline light structure that allows you to pass through space, time, and dimensions completely in your totality.
Yeah.
The Merkaba has a consciousness of its own. You may begin to work with it to travel to other source systems. From our perspective, going to light body is only a part of much larger process. We see all plans and dimensions merging back into the source for this universe, which then merges with other source systems, and so on, back to the one. This is a vast, vast program.
Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing to really explain. This is straightforward.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see
In-
this.
In our viewpoint, there is nothing more beautiful or magnificent than the divine expressions that you will bring forth on your return. For some of you, that return is to this source system. For others, it is a return to a different source system, and you are here to set up the connections for when they all merge. Some of you are just here to move the planet to light body. Others of you will take over from there, shifting the planet to its next realm, and its next, and its next. So we
Yeah.
deal with ascension of whole dimensional systems.
Now here he is touching upon that you have climbed the staircase of each layer. Yeah. Yeah. Then let us continue. Next. You construct. Yeah.
You construct this crystalline light structure out of your own fields with the assistance of your spirit. Now we talk about three different axes with different axes with different functions. The angelic function, the space brotherhood or extraterrestrial function, and the ascended master function. These fit together. At the time of ascension, the space brotherhood will hook together all the Merkaba vehicles they are building in their own fields to link around the planet, forming the planetary light body, literally building the vehicle for this planet to ascend. Yeah. Planet Earth will be taken from the third dimension and the dimension will be collapsed.
So now what is happening? See, I think in one of the sessions earlier also I had said, there was a time when our chakra system started with Mother Earth, which today we call part of the root chakra. Earth crust is the root chakra, but actually it started in Vasundhara chakra. And yesterday we read about Alpha and Omega chakras. Yeah, Alpha on top and Omega at the bottom. Right? So he's talking about all those. As the ascension takes place, we will start occupying the ascended position. That means our reference point will shift. Our consciousness today is not at the root level, but it has come somewhere in between the what you call the astral layer. That is why he says there is so much of confusion, chaos, and all that. That's how he is explaining it. So all he is talking about this. And one small correction to Ramakrishna sir. Sir, yesterday we were discussing about this light body. Is it the same as the brilliance? Yes, it is the same as the brilliance, the light, but not the sun rays that we are seeing. That is a different planet altogether. It is light by virtue of intelligence.
So this light is internal to the physical body?
Yeah, it is also ultimately the body. When all these things start merging, that means your Kundalini awakens, the entire body also will start glowing.
It's light. Sorry. It's light within the physical body, but coming from the noetic plane.
Correct. That is why I said the light of intelligence.
Yes.
Right.
Light of intelligence. That is what is the environment of the noetic plane itself. Yeah.
Right. So when the consciousness is awakened, the light shines from inside, and I think there is a limitation for the absorption of that light by the whatever layer that we were talking about.
Yes,
Correct.
yes,
See, the
yes,
way
yes.
thinking and destiny is explaining the same thing is what is manifested vis-a-vis what is unmanifested.
Right.
Right? The
Right.
supreme is equal to manifested plus one unmanifested.
Okay.
As your consciousness increases, the portion of unmanifested keeps reducing.
Yes.
That means you
Okay.
are already conscious of it, you are
Conscious.
aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the
Thank you.
correction I wanted to make, because when I was reading another book, Transform into Light Body, it's a 71-page book, beautiful book.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Which is
So
that book, sir?
I will post it today, sir. I got it yesterday. So
But what is the name, sir?
Transforming to light body.
into light body.
Transform into light body. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
right. Yeah. The ascended master access. Yeah. Ratna ma'am, we can continue.
So the ascended master axis will act as a directors and navigators. They are here to work with the coordinates for taking the solar system out of this area to a multi-star system. They act as navigators.
Okay.
Many
So
of the
now what
angels
he's
will
saying
go.
is,
Oh, you want-
he's actually explaining the structure of the star worker, the light workers. Okay, they are falling into three categories. One is working on the people's ascension. One is working on the planet's ascension. One is working on the solar system itself ascending. All of them have to again become one large source of complete radiance. That is what is going to be the entire ascension that they are talking of. And many of us are seen as light workers by the archangels. Yeah. So let us
So
continue.
are you suggesting, so like now we are saying the planet Earth is moving from, third dimension to
dimension
fifth
to, yes.
dimension. So
Correct.
when planet Earth moves to a, higher dimension, even the whole galaxy or the solar system also has to go upward.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Let me just say that the Earth doesn't move one dimension. We know that it's there.
Correct.
Our travel understanding is at a particular dimension, Earth, the
Correct.
planet, and but our awareness as we realize that the Earth is in a different plan, the solar system in a multi-solar system, and ultimately, as I told you, in a multiverse.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
It is we get the knowledge. Before that, we don't have that.
Our awareness, our collective
Our
awareness,
awareness,
consciousness goes up. Yeah. That's it. Correct.
Okay, so along with
Sir, I have one question here.
Yeah.
So the entire solar system, that is not vibrating in same awareness, right, sir?
No, each part of the galaxy or the planet is going, each star, each planet is going to be vibrating at its own level of consciousness.
Right.
Right? All of them, their journey is towards the source.
Right.
Okay. Now we are part of that journey.
Right.
We also have different, what you call, levels of consciousness among ourselves. And then in our framework, we also have the Sajjan Sangatya where we are trying to equalize everyone.
Okay. Got it.
Got it? Right? The same way, the universe also has got its own plan of making that journey. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. Yeah, ma'am.
Many of the angelics will go into light body, but others will return to pure energy form. As incarnate angelics, our energy is the fuel for this process. At the 10th level of light body, you begin to work consciously according to your axis. All the DNA and encodements to do all these functions. It's just a matter of which part of the process your spirit wishes you to play with this time.
With this time.
No one of
So
these
we are like the Oracle ERP. All the licenses are built in, but they have to be enabled one by one. As we increase our consciousness, that means we are paying the fees. We are
You
ready
have to
for
pay
the.
also, yes. You also have to keep paying through your nose. Yes, correct.
Yeah, right.
So just want to finish that no one of these axes is more important or better or more advanced than another. Play your part fully. That's all.
Correct.
So what he is saying is you are not better than I am. I am not better than you are. You have your place, you have your role cut out beautifully. Please play your part. Yeah. So that is the 10th one. That is where we start working on the knowledge that all the DNA encodements necessary for our full potential is available within. Play your part and slowly ascend.
Yeah.
Recognize them and take it forward. So now let us see what is happening in the 11th layer.
So 11th level of a light body. You have built the structure of your Merkaba and you begin to shift into the 11th level of light body. This is where you decide whether to stay in light body and ascend with the planet, whether you will ascend ahead of the planet and act as an advanced crew, or whether you will go to pure energy form. This is decided in the 11th level of light body when you are hooked up to your upper dimensional Merkaba vehicle through the excitonal lines.
Yeah. Now, I don't recollect the exact meaning, but Mar, Ka and Ba have got distinct meaning. I think mind, body and soul are one of them.
Mind, body,
I
soul.
don't know.
Correct.
I think we need to, in just a moment, we better get that clarified so that we understand that. Mar, what is the full meaning of Markaba? There is no meaning or what?
No, Merkaba is that vehicle through which you're, that's what it means. The vehicle through which you're moving.
Hey, where
So
is
it
he
was
taking
mentioned
me
in
to
one of the books,
Hindi and
na?
all?
Mentioned in one
Translate.
of the books which we were reading earlier.
Yeah, it is there. Markaba.
Sir, एक
Acha,
word में लिखो ना
no,
मरहबा.
if we break it, I think he is taking me to English. I mean Hindi.
हाँ, इसलिए एक word में लिखिए आप.
हाँ. The word Markaba has multiple meanings, including a symbol in the Jewish mysticism.
And shape used in the meditation.
That's all okay. The union of spirit and one's body surrounded by light. So it is spirit, that is energy, that is body and light. Okay. What is the energy? Allows the spiritual being to navigate between different dimensions and attain higher awareness. That is what he is trying to say here. Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
That is what I meant. That's what I meant by saying it's a vehicle.
It's a vehicle,
Used
yes.
by, it's a vehicle used by,
Very
yes.
beautiful.
To
Yeah,
move, yeah.
yeah,
So,
ma'am.
the excitonal lines are part of your embodied light body structure, but they
Did we
also
finish
connect.
this? No, I don't think we finished this.
Yeah, hooked up a Merkaba vehicle through, that's what she did.
That's
Light
what I
body.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where. Okay, yeah, we finished this, is it? This is
Yeah,
decided
First
in
paragraph you
the,
have finished.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Oh.
My apologies. Yeah.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So the excitonal lines are part of your embodied light body structure, but they also connect you with the other star systems and universes. These lines of light lie along the physical acupuncture meridians and connect to your physical body through something called spin points. Your light body structure is made up of many lines of light interesting in beautiful geometries. In this course of your mutation, a whole new fifth dimensional circulatory system was built. Cellular regeneration was accomplished through the excitonal spin points, and you were restructured at the molecular level. Your spirit
So
has
now what is
created.
happening, ma'am? 1 minute here.
Okay.
See, this is where when we are doing the unified meditation, right? That is a course by itself. In the sense, all these parameters help us realize how the lessons or the signals from the higher body, right? How they can be made to bring about changes even at the cellular level within our body. Right? So these excitonal lines are the tools for the higher self to fine-tune our system. So in today's lesson, what were we doing? We were talking about introducing protections for our body, right? We were talking about locking our aura and all. Now here we can visualize how our aura is getting written by means of the first over self's instructions are getting translated and communicated through the excitonal lines, which are bringing in parts of what we were in the 383 planets, all our particles, it is trying to bring in and help create the new structure that is essential for us. Am I making sense?
Mhm.
Right? So it means all our spread particles which split earlier are again being grouped together in terms of the formation of the pattern which is going to influence the DNA structure, how the DNA structure is going to influence at the fifth level body and ultimately at the physical body, at the fourth level body and ultimately at the physical body. Are you able to imagine that kind of a circuitry working together? All of you?
Mhm.
Are you
Too much
all
of
able to
silence.
visualize? We have got more than me and my boss, Jagdish sir.
पूरा ऊपर
Does,
से जा
does that mean the shape of the body
ऊपर
also
से जा रहा है
changes?
Yes,
Sorry, sir.
सर
definitely.
वो
Sir,
It can, it
form.
can, it can, it
Sir,
can.
your form and breath, the thought patterns, all those are going to influence. But where are they being influenced from? Your cellular structure through the excitonal lines, which is then converted to your nervous system through the spins, which are the major and minor chakras in the body. All of them are playing a role in the ultimate physical manifestation.
Right. Yeah. So this is
You are
all
able
happening
to.
inside.
Yeah, no, it is happening all around you,
Yeah.
including within.
Yeah. Okay.
Happening
Yeah,
all around you, influencing the within.
Right.
correct. See, like our the favorite circle diagram, atom, atom to molecule, molecule to
Yes.
chemical,
Right.
chemical to right.
So
That
we got
is
this form.
the one that is at the physical level. The biology
Is
science
that
is working in that pattern, but where are the inputs to that pattern?
is
That
from
is
the
coming right from the 12th dimension downwards.
right from the plan on. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
So this is evolution for
This
future.
is the transformation. I would use the word transformation.
Transformation.
Correct. Better word than evolution. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Let us continue. I think we have to start here, right? Cellular
Cellular regeneration.
regeneration. Yeah.
We did
Ratna
finish with
ma'am.
that.
Yeah, we just finished that. That is that axitonal spins that he is talking about are the minor chakras, which are what he yesterday spoke was every cell itself has got a spin. Every cell in our body has got a spin. Correct. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
So
that is the atom structure.
Every fundamental particle, electron,
every
right.
fundamental, see, within the body, I'm going to the biological side, and
No, even cells
you
have got
got
atoms.
correct, yes.
Yeah.
And
which
Yeah,
are
so
again made of quarks, the
correct,
fundamental particles.
yeah.
correct, correct.
Yeah. The quarks and the leptons.
And you were reconstructed at the molecular level. That explains it. Yeah. Ma'am, let us continue. Now, the Kanchan, you want to take over?
Cellular regeneration was accomplished through the excitonal spin points, and you were restructured at the molecular level. Your spirit has created and strengthened these structures throughout all the levels of light body, preparing your physical body to receive the greater Merkaba.
Mm.
In the
That
11th
means
level of
your body is now part by part getting ready, right, for the highway ride.
In the 11th
Yeah.
level of light body, all these structures are firmly in place and fully activated. You may have noticed that time is speeding up. It speeds up to the point where it becomes simultaneous. So you will find yourself kicking in and out of feeling that you are everywhere at once and that you are in simultaneity and then in the timeline. You'll get used to stepping back and forth. By the time most of the people on this planet are in the 11th level of light body, this planet will no longer be in linear time. It will be simultaneity.
Simultaneity.
Yeah.
You are
That
going to
means
have
that is going to be a sort of a parallel
Existence.
universe existing. You are there in multiple places at the
you are
same
going to
time.
have
Correct.
you are going to have a lot of fun because that's when you will see that past lives are a joke. You have lives and they all have resonance. So
Wonderful.
So
Yeah.
can we
Yeah.
connect this with where, in a book, autobiography of Yogi, when he was talking about Larry Mahashaya was sitting in the room also, and he met him in the Ganges also.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So that means when you come to the 11th layer, right, when your consciousness hits there, you can be, or that can also be an astral travel. So the people in the physical body will see them as two separate
Entities.
locations, but actually from their perspective, for them, there is no difference.
Mm.
Yep.
They are not in one place, they are everywhere.
Yes. Every time that you choose,
I'm sorry, I have a
Yeah, yes,
question
ma'am.
here
Yes,
before.
yes.
So we're saying like, your earth is ascending from one dimension to another dimension, but not everybody is at the same, progression level. So each of
Correct.
us at a different dimensions, based on this, set of dimensions we have provided. So how
Mhm.
does it work out? How does as a whole, some earth can be
Okay.
No,
going?
please.
Imagine.
Shall I explain it? I just
Yeah,
mentioned
sir.
earlier, it's not that physically the earth is moving place to place.
It is
The whole
the
universe is your
consciousness. Yeah.
perception. Yes, your
Correct.
perception. So if you are at different levels, your perceptions change. The higher level, the higher is your perception of the truth. So the ultimate perception is the real truth, which we do not know yet.
Yeah. Right. Sir,
So
we can also explain it in one more way.
yeah.
Let's look at the levels at which our children are operating, our grandchildren are operating. Right?
Absolutely.
Their awareness compared to if I take myself at their age, whichever I can recollect, right? I was probably way behind where they are today.
Yes, absolutely. I thought when we had a radio, I thought people were actually sitting in that box and singing.
Exactly. Right.
Okay, and I was 12 years old. I ended up
Yeah.
becoming an electronic engineer, but that's beside the point. I did believe we had a huge radio,
I
the
know.
old style. And I
In
thought
fact,
people were
I
actually
still
sitting inside
remember
and
my first visit to Singapore as a small kid, right?
Mm.
We had gone into a store and said, we want a nice music system this way,
Mm.
right? He said, from India? No, he immediately asked, from India? I said, what do you mean? He said, no, it is only Indians who want large things. Otherwise, today, miniaturization, what the world goes for, right? So, I mean, all that is the perception that we are there, the awareness, correct? So, that is also another way we can measure the progression. Are you able to relate to this, Ratna ma'am?
Yes.
Right? So, that is how. Basically, we are all in the same earth, but our levels of perceptivity have gone up. Our levels of awareness has gone up. Our levels of understanding has gone up. Right? Yeah.
Every time that you choose light in any one of the parallels, it affects every single life you have ever had. Ever. That's how powerful it is. One person choosing light in one lifetime affects the whole planet across time and across all parallels. There are 7 to 8 million light workers incarnate in this parallel alone. How much effect do you guys think you have? Just what do you think you can do? Anything you want as long as you follow spirit. You are operating fully from your God self and there is no separation. Remember, when in the lower levels you were following spirit for all you were worth, well, you have caught up. So you have a few headaches on the way and you get the flu, but now it's the payoff. What you love to do more than anything in the world is your key to manifesting your part in the divine plan. Many of you are here with very special skills and perceptives to assist the planet. You may be specialist in intergalactic
It
diplomacy.
is perceptivities. Your perceptivities to assist the planet.
The
So,
planet.
what is he saying? He is trying to tell us that you have a plan, but your plan is actually part of a divine plan, right? And its recognition of that is going through, right? Many of you here are with special skills and perceptivities to assist the planet. So, the basic, see, whether it is thinking and destiny or this one, right, is through the physical body that the universe is going to progress.
And it's an ongoing process. And whether
It's a
you are
continuous.
doing and other
It is part of ISO 9001. Because continuous improvement what is required everywhere. Yeah.
I love this. So you may be specialist in intergalactic diplomacy, new family structures, new forms of government, or how to equitably allocate food and other resources on a global scale, creating new types of community living, new rituals for awakened spirituality, new light-based technologies, or new expressions through the arts may be what makes your heart sing. In the 11th level of light
Then
body.
one second. Let's respect the punctuations. Don't, right? So, what he's trying to communicate here is making us realize that a particular place having abundance is a test for that place, whether they are pulling everyone together with them or are they going to discriminate. Like now Trump has he's trying to put a new law, right? Those who are born in the US will not get natural citizenship unless their parents are citizens.
No, that's not, sir.
No, sir.
No, that's not. What he's talking about is that children born in United States to the parents who are not legally immigrants will not be granted citizenship because by birthright in US, if you are born in US, usually they grant the citizenship.
Sir, that is
even
what
for permanent
sovereignty
residence
is.
and
If you are
visitor visa.
born in that particular land, that is He is trying to change the law of sovereignty.
No. He is only following the law.
No, he is not
Unless
following the law, sir. I can be
legal
born
immigrant.
anywhere. Sir,
Legal immigrant.
you don't have to be legal immigrant for you to be born in a particular country. Suppose somebody is born during the flight. There are so many cases in the past, right? After that, they brought pregnant people cannot fly, right? There have been deliveries in the air.
Yeah, that's rare. But I think the law here is that illegal immigrants' children, although they are born in United States, will not be granted citizenship. That's the consideration. I don't think it's yet passed.
That is what he wants to do. He wants to sign that as the first one, right?
Yeah, because a lot of illegal immigrants have come. 11.4 million illegal
Sir, in
immigrants have
No,
come
no,
in.
United States itself is a country of immigrants.
No, but legal immigrants. We all waited 10 years
You
before we
have
could be
subdued
immigrants.
the natives, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's it. That's not what he's talking about. It come legally. Apply for
And
apply
he's
for
saying,
it
I
to
will not
come.
allow anyone to come.
No,
He's
that's
also
not.
saying, I will not.
No, but that doesn't
Anyway,
mean you can jump the walls
let's
and
not.
come in.
No, basically, what he is trying to say is, see, if a country is rich, it is being provided all that because not because it belongs to them. It is to be shared as a resource for everyone. But that is what, from a spiritual perspective, this book is trying to communicate.
Anyway, legality is the one that is there.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So basically,
इसमें टेस्ला कह सकते हैं कि ये जो पैराग्राफ हमने पढ़ा, Tesla's innovations are part of this creativity.
Progression of
Nikola Tesla, right? You are not referring to Tesla, the Elon Musk.
वो भी है सर, उसको भी कह सकते हैं.
Sir, but he mentioned one thing earlier. There are only 8 million light workers out of almost 7.5 billion population on the earth. If there are only 8 million light if there are only 8 million light workers, all this ascendance is applicable only to them. Is it talking or addressing them?
No.
They are the people. They are aiding the ascension process.
Yeah, they are the influencers.
They are only influencing and aiding the ascension process.
and sir,
For example, Patri sir. For example, Patri sir created 1 crore people to follow that path of spirituality. So that doesn't mean that
vegetarianism and vegetarianism both.
So that's how. When if you talk about him as a light worker, we are the followers.
So 8 million light workers are aiding. Some of them are aiding the people to ascend. Rest of 7 billion. And some of them are aiding the planet Earth to ascend as a whole. Yes. Some of them also aiding the whole of the galaxy to ascend, to merge with the point of source, wherever the blast has happened to start with.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When this book has been written, when this book has been written by the author, that time it was 8 million. Maybe it may be more now.
It can be more or less.
Are you sure about it, Kanchan?
That is a moot point. No, that is a moot point. But basically, the light workers that are there, this book was written recently, I think 2022 or 2023.
Yeah, so we need to consider, verify that. What year the population was, we can always check that up.
But then the thing is that would have undergone a change because there is a lot of ascension that we are also seeing.
Right. Okay. So even the population of
that MMS2, which took place recently, it had more than 2,000 participants. The first one had close to 800. Last year, Dallas one had only about 800 or 900 participants. The Dhyan Mahachakra that was organized in Dallas. Right. So that awareness is increasing. That's all he's trying to say. Yeah.
Numbers are growing. Either way,
Correct.
both the
Correct.
population and the light workers, similarly.
Both.
In the
Yeah.
11th level of light body, you are manifesting your vision of heaven on earth and expressing the ecstasy of your spirit
Ecstasy.
Yeah. Ecstasy of
Yeah.
your spirit.
That's a great
Right.
sentence. Manifesting your vision of heaven.
Correct.
on earth.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
12th
So
level
now,
of light body.
correct. Let's go.
At the 12th level, you act on your decision about what to do. That may be hooking up with other people around the planet or all kinds of things. There are many structures that have to come into place for this planet's final ascensions. Different councils,
Ascension.
ascensions,
Yeah.
different councils, new governments, all kinds of things. And you are doing it all right now just by being here. Remember, you are working in simultaneity and you simply become more conscious of it. And you are doing it now. It has already happened, so it will happen. A planet ascends from the moment of its creation. Nothing will be lost. The entire planetary history is recorded in the Akashic. So you don't need the memory in your body. You see, every time you make a choice that isn't in the will of your spirit's choice will always occur, but a parallel reality is spun off to hold the other choice. So there are quadrillion,
Quadrillion, zillion.
Million.
Yeah.
तो 2 बार quadrillion लिखा हुआ है ना?
Huh.
Yeah,
So
okay.
there are quadrillion, zillions of this
So
planet
what he's
reality.
saying is there are
Parallel realities. Parallel.
there are that many parallel realities. He is talking about a number of parallel realities in
Right.
simple terms.
Irrespective of the number.
Correct.
But as all you guys sprinkled across the timeline, awaken and follow spirit, all those parallels pull back together. You're now living in the constant merging of all those parallels. So there is a point when all those parallels have merged, and there is only the path of spirit from the moment of its creation. There never was a karma game except in the records, but not in you. You don't have to carry it with you. You don't carry it in your body. You don't carry it in your mind. You don't carry it in your heart. Pretty exciting stuff. This is how you ascend a planet. You revive it. Each of those now points in the
You
fabric of
reweave it. Reweave it. That
so you
means
weave
it
it.
is
You
it's
reweave
a
it.
pattern. Yeah. You're weaving it again and again. Correct.
Each of those now points is the fabric of what you would call space and time. From our perspective, we see lines of force that come down into each now point across all the parallels, like grappling hooks. The dimensions gets pulled up across time.
Like a fishing net.
It's like a fishing net. It's being hooked. Yeah.
So, as you shift from 11th to 12th level light body, this is the final activation of the divine plan for planet Earth. This planet goes to light, shifts out of this dimension, and is brought into a multi-star system. Everyone is in the light body and follows their spirit in total
Sovereignty.
sovereignty, total
And
mastery.
total mastery.
Then the whole way back is the expression of the return at every level of your identity and at every level of your being as you return and experience your source.
That's it. So we have completed all of the light body also in this.
I mean, it's very, very informative.
This is real education.
Yeah.
Spiritual. We are all becoming spiritual scientists by virtue of this small book. But now we can relate to a lot of stuff that we studied in Thinking and Destiny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, if you look at the physical scientific view,
Mm-hmm.
ultimately the Earth, its speed is reduced, so it will merge with Sun, and solar system is gradually going to disseminate or disintegrate. It will merge with the center of a galaxy, and which ultimately goes towards the center of whatever that is there. So,
Yes.
according to this book at least, theorizing that all the souls still exist, except that they are in a different form.
Yeah.
Am I right?
You're right.
So,
Absolutely.
All
nothing
the
is really
souls
destroyed.
exist and new ones are also getting created. Both is happening. Those souls which have become part of who have completed all their lessons are going to occupy one level, or they may be
Automatically,
in other.
okay.
Correct. So, but
But
the
it's
new souls are also being born. Okay.
Very
Now,
interestingly,
yeah.
all this is available in Indian philosophy, which I came
Yes.
to only much in the 1880s because I was purely in Western philosophy. That's how I grew up. That's my
Sir,
reading was.
I'm yet to come to that Indian this one because I'm not finding one single book which is able to educate us the way these are documented.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
That is the
No, but
only
of course,
problem.
Radha Krishnan's 2 volumes in philosophy and Datta's 4 volumes philosophy, which I found it difficult to understand those. But when I now recollect, along matching with the Upanishads, see, my knowledge, I don't have Nasan. My knowledge only through translations, even Western translators. So, but now when I look at this, when I read this, I realize these things are already been recorded, but unfortunately, they were so complicated for us to understand, and they were
Correct.
put forth. But these, particularly in the Puranas, if you look at it, the Puranas, they are described as stories, and you have individuals like Prahalad, Dhruv, ascending to that.
Correct.
They are the light bodies that are moving. And as I read this, I can relate to those stories.
You can
The
relate to
Puranas.
that. Yes,
Yes.
that is true. Yeah.
Yes.
And
unfortunately,
actually,
sir,
sir,
these were
if you're
not.
talking, no, if you're
Mm,
talking the science perspective, right? This
mm, mm,
transformed light body has got a very interesting paradigm,
mm.
right? Kanchan, you want to read it? It makes sense.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Everything is energy. For chapter 4, scientific support for light body. Everything is energy. Although we identify ourselves with our physical body, we are actually energy or light beings. Every thought, word, feeling, and thing is energy. Everything. Things that appear to be solid are actually very tightly compacted energy particles creating a shape, form, or physical matter. Our physical body, that part of us that is not eternal, is surrounded by our eternal divine essence consisting of our emotional, mental, and spiritual energetic layers. We are much more than our physical body. We are actually multidimensional, energetic, spiritual beings having a physical human experience. It is important for us to bring into our awareness the many layers of our energetic body. This is the key to our self empowerment. When it is brought into our awareness, our soul will begin to integrate all of the layers of ourselves, bringing us into a state of wholeness. Each of us needs to become aware of who we really are and connect with all of our energy.
Yep. That's kind of summarizes in essence.
But I mean, it doesn't explain, sir. It doesn't explain anything
No,
more
no,
than
sir.
what we already
Explanation
knew.
is below. No. Explanation, which he is, see, science looks for proofs, right? He will now start quoting each of
No,
them.
but science also, sir, as we understand, yeah, it understands that there is energy packed in the form of the cell. Because
So that is
if
still
you break
being
an atom,
debated.
it is coming out. The same thing is there in every body.
Yes.
But then,
So
for them, they have got a physical definitions, right? Everything, they are still being ruled by the Newtonian physics. Quantum physics is only now gaining some importance.
right, yeah, I mean, whatever it
Everything
is,
is,
yes, yeah.
right?
But
So, what
energy,
he is
ener
trying to, correct.
the
See, energy, but then they are packaging it as something different. Whereas when spirituality enters, then you are talking about multiple bodies and all that. But science doesn't recognize that you have got so many bodies.
Right.
The
It,
bodies,
do-
it is talking about only, I mean,
It
so
is
what
now
we are
talking
talking
because
about is that,
spirit.
sir,
Now,
Pancha Kavachas, what we are talking about is that the solids and the liquids, which
sir,
we
but
need to
then
sustain our
but
body.
Panchakoshas is being forced onto the scientific community because they are finding this becoming far more, what do you call, prevalent. Right? But otherwise, they say, you show me proof. Now, where can you show a proof that you
No,
have
but
got Panchakoshas?
no, but see, I mean, it is logical proof that you can always give. There is a body that is radiating, so there is a
Correct.
radiation that is a light body that we can talk about. Beyond that, nobody can feel it because we don't know what it is.
Anyway,
There is an
I
indirect influence that you can see. You need solids, you need liquid, you need air. All the three of the Pancha Bhutas, you need to sustain this body as is. But there is a radiation because heat, we do have heat from the body.
no, this book explains one small chapter giving the scientific explanation
Right. Okay.
from the
Yeah.
experiments that are being done by HeartMath Institute.
Okay.
He is quoting
Nobel,
those here. Yeah.
Nobel laureate Dr. Albert Szent Gorgi, father of modern biochemistry, stated the cell is a machine driven by energy. It can thus be approached by studying matter or by studying energy. Until recently, the human body has most often been examined as a contained system of cells outside the greater matrix of energy and consciousness. Yet, quantum physicists demonstrates that we are energetic receivers and transmitters connected to a wider field. I have no doubt that continued research in astrophysics and quantum physics will support Bohm's holographic universe theory with greater proof that our body, mind, spirit, vehicles are connected to a greater whole. New studies shows that consciousness is at work beyond cellular and molecular levels and may guide us to understanding. We are beginning
see,
to map some.
let me just
Well,
explain.
one second.
This Bond's
Theory.
holographic universe theory is like what rightly says. In fact, that's why I told you today. What is emerging is quantum physics, which was separate from astronomy. That's why they call it astrophysics now, which is separated from astronomy. Now, as more research is going on and more research going on, they are two blending together. And so this Bond's holographic study is made ultimately the belief at this moment from pure physics of the universe is the entire universe is just, it consists of information, bits and the bytes. And what we see as bodies or etc. are holography. You know, holography or what? Is when
Projections.
light passes through these, right? And then the projected to a dimension, 3-dimensional thing.
Correct,
So
correct.
it's light emerging from these bits of information is creating a holography, which we call the physical matter, the universe, the planets, and so on and so forth. That's what theory is about. It's a very beautiful concept. Anyone who studies astrophysics or astronomy will come across this concept.
That is what Seth also is trying to tell us. That is how
Yes,
you
Seth
have
also.
created the entire thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nature
at
of
least
personal
like-
reality is fully that only projections.
In fact, the study of even Stephen Hawking, the study of black holes was one of the first indicators of the concept of this holographic, because
Yeah.
there is called the paradox of the black hole, which is
Okay.
the difference between Einstein. That is, now when a black hole, when you drop into it, okay, it's very difficult. There's what is called, that is the event horizon. It's a very large number of years. So you just don't drop in. You have to reach into that event, because beyond that is the energy field and the gravity field. And within that is the pure gravity field of the black hole. It's like this, you have a bed sheet, you put a ball. What happens? The bed sheet, that's called the duet. It curves
Correct.
right. And so anything else you put will drop into it, right? which is
Hmm.
what we call gravity. Now,
Oh.
so but this horizon is the sheet is large. If you put anywhere somewhere else, it won't come, right? So that larger area where you go is called the event horizon. Now, this black hole, when you go there, so what happens when actually it goes in? Does it go straight down? Because we don't have information there, right? When it goes down. So the
Hmm,
paradox
hmm,
is,
hmm.
so is it completely lost or does it exist there? But we don't have information about it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's through this kind of research, through mathematics calculation, is information cannot be lost. So to say, this paradox is, but it exists, and that is where the entire universe, which consists of black holes, consists of these information bits. And what we see is a holographic effect of that information. That's how it is explained scientifically, mathematically.
So
I told you
ultimately,
the
it
other day
comes
about
down to
about the
Jagdish
five.
sir,
Yes,
what you are saying is ultimately Jagam Mithya. It is not there, but you see so.
right.
Exactly.
You see so, but not just of imagination,
No,
but because
no,
of a
but
life effect of
right.
yes.
Mithya
Correct.
meaning the same thing. I mean,
Right.
what happens is different from what you see. That is a
Absolutely correct.
magician doing. He's
Correct.
doing
Yes, yes,
something, but only that
yes,
your
yes,
perception is something different.
yes, yes. You are perfectly right. You're perfect. Right. You're absolutely right.
So
So,
Jagam Mithya.
yeah. So while this chapter is over, right?
Hmm.
I think next week we are ready for resuming our thinking and destiny noetic plane
Okay.
or noetic destiny. Correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Sir,
Any
yesterday
questions
Bala
from
madam was
anybody?
saying you are in the 10th chapter. Did we
No,
miss
no.
something?
No, 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 no. We are in the eighth.
We are in the 8th chapter.
8th chapter
Some
only,
of us
but
have got,
she
yeah.
was
She
talking
has
about
read,
10th
gone beyond.
chapter and onwards,
No,
recommending
10th
somebody to
chapter
read.
because she is also participating in Prasanna Medisetti's.
Oh, they have covered more than 10th
Yeah,
chapter.
yeah. Well,
No, no. They
there it
started.
is
They are
not in depth like what we are doing.
the pyramid
There it is
value.
a
I forget. Rajendra, right? Dr.
Rajan
Rajendra.
was another person.
Right. He completed the full book.
I know,
He
No, but
completed.
and no
So
one
he
has
reading
does
you
that.
understood
can
anything.
complete, sir.
I know,
Reading you
and
can
the
complete, but
reality is
what?
people have not understood most of it.
No,
Hmm.
my appeal to anyone who says that I
सर
completed it
रिकॉर्डिंग बंद
is
कर दीजिए
no, please reiterate what you read
Correct.
so that we can
Correct.
understand.